Hello, 8th graders. So today we're going to be continuing working on expanding exponents and dealing with the product rule and quotient rule. So our first problem for the video has 4 squared times 4 cubed. I know that we learned some rule we could use yesterday when there's multiplication and the bases are the same, but I don't remember what it is. I'm just really blanking. So I'm just going to expand it. So for the first part, you're going to expand it. So 4 squared becomes 4 times 4. Carry down my multiplication sign. The second part is expanded to 4 times 4 times 4. But I have all multiplication and I have all 4s, so I know there has to be a way that I can simplify it. I'm going to look. I see we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 4s. So how can I write this as an exponential expression or a problem or an exponent, a number with an exponent? You're right. So we can do 4 5 times, which is the same thing as 4 to the 5th. Moving on to problem number 2. Problem number 2, we have x cubed times x to the 7th. This problem looks a little trickier. It's actually exactly the same, just with exponents. But again, I don't really remember what my rule is when I have the same base and multiplication again. So what I'm going to do, once again, is expand it. So x cubed, do this on your paper, breaks up into x times x times x. Bring down my multiplication sign. My x to the 7th power is x 7 times. So now altogether I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Forgot to expand it one more time. 10 x's. So my base is still x, and it's being multiplied by itself 10 times. So my simplified version is x to the 10th power. I think I'm starting to pick up on the rule that we learned yesterday. I see 3 and 7 here. Added together 10. I'm not sure. I'm still not going to use it quite yet. We're going to continue expanding. All right, for this next one, I have 2 times y cubed times y to the 4th. Now it's trickier because I don't have all of the same bases. 2 isn't the same as y, although I do have y and y here. So let's see what I can do with it. I'm going to start off by expanding. So I have 2, carry down my multiplication sign. I have y cubed, which is y multiplied by itself 3 times. And then I bring down my multiplication sign, and then I have y to the 4th, which is y multiplied by itself 1, 2, 3, 4 times. All right, so now I have my 2. That can't be simplified at all because it can't be combined with any of the y's. So that stays the same. But these are all the same. So I can combine those together and write it with an exponent. I see that I have 7 y's. And so I'm going to have 2 times y to the 7th power. If you don't have that multiplication sign there, it's the same thing because a number next to a variable is multiplication. All right. My last one, I have x cubed times y to the 4th power times x to the 7th times y squared. Now I'm going to try and simplify this one, which is really tricky because I have 2 different variables with different exponents. I have x and y. So I'm going to expand it all out. So I have x cubed, which is x 3 times. So I've already expanded this. Now I have y 4 times. Now I have x 7 times. and then I have y 2 more times. Y to the second power is the same as what? Right, y squared. So I have y squared, just y times y. All right, so now I have a bunch of x's and a bunch of y's, and I need to figure out how many of each of them I have. So let's see, I have 1, 2, 3. That's a y skip. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I have x 10 times. Then I also have some y's. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have y 6 times. So my simplified answer is x to the 10th times y to the 6th. So that looks familiar. I'm starting to remember what this product rule is, because here I had two exponents. So an exponent with the base x, exponent with the base x here, I had 3 and 7. It seems like I just added 3 plus 7 to get 10, because I had 3 x's and then added another 7, so I got 10. But what about here? Because I had my y's and I had 4 and then I had 2 and then I have y to the 6th down here. So remember, find a space to write it on your paper if you are multiplying two exponents. With the same base. Add the exponents. Find a space to write that on your paper and then continue the rest of the worksheet.